Hello, Virgo. I love how Virgo is the one that needed a little extra day. Virgos are the one sign that would be like, excuse me, you missed us. Excuse me, I noticed your detail here that you were not on yesterday. But we are talking about Virgos today. You just needed a little bit more anticipation. And the only reason I say that is because I too am a Virgo. All right, so our Virgo pieces here. The Virgo one has a green tassel, and these come with lapis lazuli, blue apatite, blue lace agate, prehnite, peridot, and malachite. So I am so excited about this one. I'm really excited about this version of Virgo because the last one I designed I didn't personally love, and when I'm a Virgo, I'm like, So this time I was like, no, I'm going to make one that really I love a lot. But let's chat about Virgos for a little bit. So we are a mutable sign. What this means to be a mutable sign, like we were talking about with the Geminis, because they are too, is that we are the adapters. Our like things that we are flexibility, adaptability, transition, refinement, and change. A lot of times there's talks about Virgos being really critical or noticing like little details and things, and that's because we are part of those adapters. We are the mutables that come in and we refine and we change and we tune the things that need to be kind of um, fixed, I'm going to say, the things that need to be updated in order for things to keep moving smoothly. So Virgos, we adapt through refinement, through detail and practical service. So we are the ones who come in and we're like, what needs to be done? Where does the support need to happen? And what are the steps to get us there? Virgos are going to come in and say, here are all the details. They're going to comb through it. They're going to sort through it and say, here's the first step in refining what needs to be done, because it's going to be the cardinal signs that get it going, and it's going to be the fixed signs that keep it moving along. And then the adapters, we come in, and this is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. We come in and we refine it. So we are the end of the seasons, right? We are the chameleons of the zodiac. And we wrap up the season preparing it for change, preparing for that next season, preparing for what's next so that the cardinal sign can come in and start anew what needs to happen. So the Virgos, as an adapter, as a mutable sign, we're very versatile. We're open to transformation. We're open to change. And we often have multiple interests. So if you have all those side projects, there's a reason. I know I have a knitting machine, I have a silversmithing station, I have my beading station, I have a greenhouse and a full garden. So we have all kinds of interests. And I say that because I am a Virgo. So we excel at adjusting to what is needed in the moment. So if something's coming up and it doesn't feel right, or there's an adjustment that needs to happen, Virgos are the ones that are going to be able to read the room and make the adjustments that are necessary. So our traits are also, we're very analytical, we're meticulous, we're practical, we're helpful, very modest, clearly, health conscious, and reliable. So the Virgos are the ones that if you need some advice or you are feeling a little bit lost, go find your Virgo friend, because we're going to come in and we're going to help you get analytical, and we're going to help you sort through all of those things that are going on in your life. So if your sun sign is in Virgo, your identity is shaped by service, by structure, and self-improvement, which is really interesting. As a Virgo, experiencing all of this, I know that I thrive in structure, but I also know that my Sagittarius moon is like, I want freedom. So it's always about come back to that structure, come back to that routine. So we love logical and thoughtful, or we are very logical and thoughtful, and we value usefulness and integrity, truth above all. Give us your true, authentic self. I don't want any of the bull, right? We're going to come in, Virgos are going to come in, and we're going to see through it because we can comb through and we can analyze all the things that are happening. And as a Virgo, you can see what is in alignment and what is not. So give us your truth, give us your integrity. And we also value that usefulness. If it's not useful, just move it along. Next, right? So now if your sun sign is how you show up in this world or how you're perceived in this world. Your moon sign is more of your internal world, right? And that emotional well-being within you. So as a Virgo, you are very emotionally grounded and analytical. Emotions are not going to scare you. They're going to come in and you're going to analyze them and you're going to move through them. Virgos process feelings through logic and may strive to fix or improve emotional situations. Where this can get a little bit sticky is we might analyze our emotions and we might intellectualize them and forget to feel them. And so as Virgos, we need to remember to step into those feelings Analyze them, yes, intellectualize, figure it out, and then also allow them to move through your body, right? So if you have that Virgo moon, it's important to not only analyze and understand your emotions, also to feel them. So when your rising sign is in Virgo, remember our rising sign is where our seat of our soul is and where our essence is, right? So if you have a rising sign in Virgo, you come across as very organized, very observant, and reserved. So you're not going to be the Leo counterpart that we just celebrated. You're going to be a little bit more reserved, a little more behind the scenes, making things go, making things, adapt and evolve the way that they need to. Virgos very often appear very calm, intelligent, and intentional in their interactions. So when you meet a Virgo, they're not just going to pop off. A Virgo is going to come up and they're going to speak with truth, with clarity, with compassion. They're going to interact with you with their highest integrity. And this is also, remember, when we talk about these, this is when people are in their balanced state. All of us can go out of balance. Life happens, we happen, our ego happens, our emotions happen, and things can go out of balance. But when we are in balance, this is when all of this beautiful communication can happen. So now the ruling planet. So remember, for this is a brand new Zodiac collection. I was talking to a friend yesterday and she goes, oh, I thought you were just talking about your current one. I'm like, we retired that one last summer and this is our brand new one. And these are in line with the vibrations of the planet in your ruling planet. So the ruling planet of Virgo is Mercury. So you'll notice that this is similar to the Gemini bracelet because the Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. So we have a lot of the same stones because they have that same vibrational quality to them. Mercury as a planet is the planet of precision, of communication, analysis, clarity, and mental agility. So the ability to adapt because we are those mutable signs, right? Now, how does this affect the Virgo as its ruling sign? Mercury enhances Virgo's critical thinking, their communication skills, their ability to analyze what's happening around them. In this earth sign, Mercury manifests as very detail focused and very service oriented, bringing structure and discernment. So you'll notice that even though Gemini has Mercury as the same ruling planet, it's going to be different because those Geminis are an air sign. So for them, it's more about the learning and the connection and analyzing the information, same as the Virgos do, but in a little bit different way. The Virgos have that earth energy. So here we are to wrap it up. Our Virgos. I love this. We're a beautiful earth sign, and we've got lapis lazuli, and we've got blue apatite, blue lace agate, prehnite, peridot, my personal favorite right now, and malachite. So we have some really big heavy hitter stones in ours. So check it out at the link. You can read more about it and you can read more about the individual qualities of each of the stones that are vibrating with your Virgo essence. So thanks so much for being here and I will see you later today for Libra. All right, bye.